arrived.
So we are here at Foxfire Museum.
Yeah.
Yep. It was like $25 for the two of us to come in, and gotta tell you, it's pet friendly. Did not expect that. So if you are looking for something to do here in the Clayton, Georgia area, and you like history, I think this is gonna be a great museum tour. We're just starting it.
It's really nice they give you this map with all these important parts to check out.
They actually have an app you can download, which we're having issues with the app downloading some of the content for it. So we're just gonna go ahead and walk, and we're coming up to the first museum house, the Savannah House.
Yeah.
And this is the first stop in the museum, the Savannah House.
So we learned that what they would do is the students, that they would go and find log buildings, they would number all the logs, bring them up here and put them up. And then all these students that did that, but they also hired a technical expertise to supervise the project. And Skylar, I think this is him, probably Millard Buchanan, helped them put it up.
Yeah, I figured they disassembled it and probably numbered things. That's what I told Allie. She's like, how did they move these buildings? And I said, well, they didn't move them all in one piece. They had to take them apart and put them back together.
This was the first building that they did.
Oh, really?
And they did over a dozen in 1 year. That's a lot of work in 1 year.
So which building is this right now?
This is the Moore House.
Okay. Ooh, cool.
There's a kind of dog track here.
Look at that dollhouse.
Wow. Oh my goodness. If I was a little girl, I would have been in love with that.
This is the blacksmith shop here, but there's no blacksmith working today. I guess at times there are, where you can see them doing their thing. It's tiny. And these little buildings are small sized for kids.
Podium for
Little pulpit.
teaching.
Is this a schoolhouse or a church? Or both?
This is probably a schoolhouse.
You're staying after class, Missy.
So I found this very interesting here at the smokehouse, this bit of information. So in order to keep the meat fresh, they would obviously cover it in salt and leave it for up to 2 months. They could also smoke the meat for 7 to 10 days, and the smoke helped preserve the meat. But salt being key to preserving meat, it was not available in the mountains. So before railroads, families would have to go to Augusta, Georgia for the salt, over 150 miles away. And during the Civil War, Union troops cut off access to the salt, and some families recycled their salt by boiling it out of the floor, the dirt floor. My goodness. Life was so hard back then.
This smells so good in here.
Because the smell, just, I don't know, just the vibe. I am such a big smell person. Like, when I smell good, it makes my whole feng shui, I don't even know what you call it. It's great.
Puts you in a good mood.
It does.
It smells like a campfire in here. That smells fresh. So, gotta say, Foxfire, way above and beyond our expectations even. We've been here for almost 3 hours now. And honestly, we could spend even more time here.
I could spend the rest of the day here. It's such a peaceful place. It's so much information. Just everything about it is awesome. I even got a little owl.
Yeah, in the Weaver shop, the lady.
I gotta show it because it's just too cute not to.
So when you go into the Weaver shop, you can purchase things made by hand, handcrafted. So.
And I like being able to support.
What was she saying that this was? What do you call it? Needle stitching?
Yeah.
I believe it was called.
There it is.
It's a little owl. Yes.
It's cute.
And you're supporting local artists, and we love doing that.
We cannot recommend this place enough. It's just wonderful. You have to check it out if you're here.
And Nikki's had a great time. So nice that it's dog friendly, and you can take your dogs in all the buildings. Just keep them on a leash and pick up after them.
That's right.
So there's 22 buildings here on the museum tour, and I think we are at the last one, which I think the last one is actually the gift shop. And we're gonna run into the gift shop. We've seen they had stickers in there, so we're gonna pick up a sticker for our sticker board.
So we just met Todd and Jessica here at Foxfire in the gift store, and we found out some cool information that on June, what is it, 8th? June 8th, they're gonna have
through, I think the 16th, I think she said.
They're gonna have Heritage Days, and I guess they're gonna be doing a lot of extra things that they normally wouldn't do on a day-to-day basis.
Like the blacksmithing guy in there, and all the weaving of the, the looms and all that stuff. Yeah.
Which we are able to.
Like Pioneer Days, I guess.
Yeah. Which we were able to see a little bit of it with the lady that made the owl.
So if you happen to be in this area in Clayton, Georgia in June, early June, you might want to check out the Foxfire Museum Heritage Days.
So while we were talking to Jessica there in the gift shop at the museum, I asked the question, where did the name Foxfire come from? So I guess the kids that were actually working there, they stumbled across these mushrooms that were glowing in the dark there, and the name of those mushrooms was called Foxfire. So they just came up with the names, and hey, that's a good name. We'll just name the place Foxfire. And it was funny because when I was looking for a sticker for the RV, I came across a sticker that had mushrooms all over it. And it's funny because as we were hiking through on the tour, I took this really cool picture of these mushrooms that I found.
Don't know if they were a Foxfire or not, but maybe they were.
Maybe they were. But they were cute. And I thought that the name was really cool.
We're standing where?
Right inside there.
Yeah, that's the gift shop. They have a window where you can look right over the edge. It's like you're looking right off the side of a mountain, which you are. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty much the same thing here.
Blackrock Mountain.
Yeah. I was just telling Ellie, I think this is honestly one of my favorite mountain peaks that we've visited, at least in the eastern side. And just sitting here at the visitor center at the top of Blackrock Mountain State Park, you can just sit in your car and look out over several mountain ranges. You got the green valleys below, the houses down below. It's absolutely amazing. We're at the Eastern Continental Divide. I didn't even know there was an Eastern Continental Divide.
So we talked about maybe possibly staying in one of these cabins. It would be really awesome.
The views up here are crazy.
Yeah. Be so nice to, as a family, we all each take our own cabin.
Yeah, just gonna try to get a cabin next to each other.
It'd be cool.
Yeah. We are stopped on our way back down Blackrock Mountain, and we're going to check out the Blue Ridge Overlook here. It's a little higher than Boone. So they have a sign here at this overlook showing you the names of the mountain peaks. I like that name, Scaly Mountain over there. Rock Mountain over here.
It's not much of a mountain. Like, I would think this would be something more you'd want to point out.
Yeah.
Than that.
It must not have a name, but we got, however you pronounce that. Raven Bald, which looks like it's the tallest peak right here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go drive and check out the campground here.
This is Blackrock Mountain. We are at the very tip top where the campgrounds are, and this is the rim. We're now heading back to the other side, but yeah, this is pretty crazy.
I mean, we've seen some.
We're on the edge
RVs.
of a mountain right now.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty big RVs in here, a couple Class A's, and I'm thinking there is no way.
I mean, that's sheer drop off right there. You can't really tell, but this is literally sheer drop off.
There's no way I'd want to pull our Class A up in here. I'd be too scared. Some pretty steep grades too.
Yep.
Great views, but it wouldn't be such a great view if you were rolling down the mountain.
No.
So this is Main Street, Tallulah Falls, actually the town. We just kind of stumbled across this earlier today, and Allie said there's a general store down here on the right that we're going to go check out that she wants to see.
I love old general stores. They're so cool.
Yeah. Oh.
There it is. General store.
Tallulah Falls is not a very big town.
Well, we just shopped at Old Town General Store and got some soap, which is one of our favorite things to get. We got a t-shirt for Chuck and got some pickles.
Yes, locally made pickles, I think.
Yeah.
It said general store on it. That's the only reason I paid $8 for a jar of pickles.
Well, they had a lot of artistic things in there too. A lot of handcrafted things.
Yes.
I didn't really see anything I wanted. I mean, I love supporting local artists. I just didn't really see anything I wanted at that point. But very cute store. You'll have to check out the general store when you're here in Tallulah Falls.
And now we're heading into
Tallulah Falls Coffee Shop. I'm gonna get some coffee.
Yeah. So we're gonna grab some coffee at the Tallulah 1882 Tea House, Coffee House. But interestingly enough, I learned in an overheard conversation in the actually in the interpretive center and gift shop at Tallulah Falls that this used to be the train depot here. And they said even if you don't want to go in and get coffee, they said just go in and check out the building. It's very cool. So we're gonna actually get some coffee, but we're gonna check out the building. I was going to say, don't put off today, live your life today. And I knew you were going to put something in that vein. Live it to the fullest. All right, that's the one we left. So if you happen to see this note when you're in here, you know it's from us. Oh, being the teacher, she's got to make sure she punctuates. The old truck is cool.
So cute.